This is the mangrove forest. Half is land, half the ocean. Mangroves are the only tree species that can survive in salt water and have evolved a unique adaptation. The tide here will fall twice a day. When the sea comes in, and the fish swim in. In this submerged forest, they can find food. You can also find a place to hide. The redfish came on the waves of the rising tide. Other tide-catching animals followed suit. Juvenile lemon sharks are far from grown, looking for food everywhere. When the tide is at its highest, even adult lemon sharks can swim into mangroves. A 3-meter-long spiny shark proceeds cautiously to the dive area. He can't stay here too long, but he's not here to hunt. He's here to have a baby. He returned to the place where he was born. He is like a human, using placentas to nourish baby sharks in their stomachs. Mangroves provide them with an ideal nursery. Put the baby here. It's like giving them a great starting point in life, but his parenting mission ended there. He must return to the deep water before the tide goes out. His children are on their own from this moment on. The sand instinctively hides between the roots of the mangrove. They were so small, you can swim into the depths of this intricate labyrinth. As the tide recedes rapidly, even they have to find a place to avoid being trapped on a dry beach. A place like this, a permanent pool deep in the mangroves. Only the smallest sharks can swim here, and only at the climax. The baby sharks will spend the next 2 years here. Hondos, the ability to make them the top hunters in the ocean. Looks like there's a lot to learn. Caught one. All life on the coastline must conform to the rhythm of the daily tide. But the tides are not static throughout the year. This is a volcanic island. Changes deep in the Earth's crust under their eruption, and the force of erosion then begins to flatten them. But the coral around them continues to grow. Changes in sea level. Finally left, it's a ring of coral rock, surrounded by a vast lake. This is the atoll. There are hundreds of atolls in the tropical ocean. They're all remnants of vanished volcanoes. This is the largest and most primitive of them. Aldabra Atoll in the Indian Ocean. 20 million years ago, it's an island with a crater in the middle. It's now an atoll. Mangroves take root here. Seabirds also come here. And one particular land animal, it has been here since long before humans. That's the giant tortoise. These creatures can swim. They can do it without food or fresh water. It lasts a long time. This isolated atoll is their perfect sanctuary. Their only enemy is the sun. If there is no shade, giant tortoises risk being sunburned alive in their shells. So in the morning when it's cool, after eating, before the sun gets too hot, they have to find shelter. All turtles are the same. The vegetation here is very sparse, but the cave in the coral side can provide the shade they desperately need. He's almost there. The rest, I'm just going to slide all the way to the bottom and feel. Here he goes. Thousands more are exposed to the scorching sun. This tree can shelter about 200 turtles if they squeeze tight enough. It's a rear anterior parking. About one. If all turtles want to survive within an hour, you have to find some kind of shade. But the future of the Aldabra tortoise is far from certain, undoubtedly. The climate is changing. Sea levels are rising. And the giant tortoises of Aldabra may soon either find a new shelter, or you will drown.